Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Today, I'm going to cover some long-term research that I've done on inexpensive exhaust solutions that are now available for your C5 Corvette. And boy, it's been a journey. Let's get into it. So hopefully everybody's on the couch or at the dinner table and this is on, because I am in your home on a Sunday this week, which is unusual, but I'm happy to visit you on a quiet, hopefully restful, hopefully happy day to share today's information with you, and we'll see what kind of reception a Sunday video gets. If you think Sunday videos are a good idea for us, put it in the comments below. If you think this is a horrible idea and you do not want to see this face on a Sunday, put that in the comments too. C5s, as we know, are getting old. We love them. They're fantastic cars, but they are 20 years old at a minimum at this point, 22 years old. And the values on those cars, while they've held pretty steady over the last few years, aren't quite what they used to be, which means anytime you want to do some sort of performance or visual upgrade to the car, the percentage of the value of that car you're going to have to spend to achieve that change grows a lot. Right now, if you're looking for a Borla exhaust, when we're just talking axle back, just the mufflers and the pipes and the tips, you're going to spend somewhere around between $1,400 and $1,850. Well, if you've got a 2001 Corvette with 80,000 miles on it that's been well kept, that's about 10% of the value of the car. And I think that it's a little too much of a percentage of the value of the car to spend to upgrade your exhaust. So I, your intrepid Corvette entrepreneur / investigator, did a deep dive and bought a couple of the most inexpensive exhaust components I could find, put them on my own car, lived with it, videoed the results, and I am now here to report what I have found. To start, we're going to start at the front of the car. I wanted to do long tube headers on the car, but I did not want to spend $1,500 on them because I work for a living and I'm also unbelievably cheap. So I did a bunch of research and I found a company, and I've mentioned it on my videos before, called FLA Shark, that does long tube headers and X pipes for all kinds of different vehicles. Now, they are made in China, but most things are made in China anymore. And the headers come with the X-pipe, they come with the collectors at the end of the headers, all the gaskets, all the hardware needed to complete the install. So this intrigued me because I was able to get that entire kit for $319 plus shipping. And Andy, one of our techs, dutifully installed that setup for me. As you'll see when we're under the car in a later section of this video, that we did have to add some exhaust pipe, about that much, between the end of the collector on the headers and the beginning of the X pipe, because that's where you would add your catalytic converters if you wanted to have them, or in most states you are required to have them. Here in Florida, due to the age of the car and the lack of inspections here, you don't have to have them, so I don't. That was the only little surprise that came up with these things. They are excellent quality, TIG welding everywhere. The welds are absolutely gorgeous. And this is a thread you're going to see continuously as we talk about the other products that I have tried. The sound has been fantastic. They have not discolored. They have not shifted. They are doing a great job up front. And for $320 plus shipping, I think that they are about the best value out there. I'm extremely happy with them. They've been on my car for almost 9 months now. Running great, no codes, no weirdness, good to go. Once I did those, I was still running that through my stock titanium exhaust on the 2003 Z06. And I thought that would be a happy medium without too much resonance in the interior, but still when I got on the gas, it would sound like a race car. And it did. The problem was during normal street driving, it was just far too quiet. I couldn't even really hear what the car was doing, especially if I had my radio on or whatever. And I like my sports cars to talk to me while I'm driving them. I want to know what's happening around me. And that setup just wasn't quite doing it. So I took my experience with FLA Shark and said, there's got to be a quality, inexpensive choice out there. So I did what most everybody does, and the first place I went was Amazon. It might not buy from them, but at least I know they're going to show me what's available. And I found this set of mufflers here. Dual 4-inch tip, T304 stainless, axle back exhaust. Comes with the gaskets where they made up to the X-pipe, comes with the hardware, comes with all the clamps, and TIG welded all the way around. As you'll see when we're out under the car, it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks great. Put it on the car. It is relatively quiet during normal driving. When you do get into it above about 3,500 RPM, it gets quite rowdy under hard acceleration. It lacks kind of the bottom end, the bass, you don't really get that out of it, but it does look great. And at higher revs, when you're pushing the car, it sounds great. I would say this system in appearance and construction and sound is probably close to what Borla would call its touring setup, which is its most tame setting for volume levels that you can choose. You can check out our video about it here. Hello, everybody. I'm sitting underneath my car, and we're going to go over some of the inexpensive exhaust items that I have been buying and testing on my own car to pass information on to you. You've probably heard me mention in the past that I had inexpensive Chinese-made long tube headers and X-pipe put on the car. These are from a company called FLA Shark, and they bolt up perfectly well on either side of the block. They're very nicely constructed. The welds are very nice. One thing I will point out is these mounting tabs that they put on here are pointless. They don't touch anything, but that doesn't make this any less solid. So Andy put these on, and then these are the collectors and the nuts and bolts that came with it. This is the X-pipe. You will notice in between are two pipes that do not match these because we had to go to an exhaust store and buy exhaust pipe and cut it to bridge the gap between here and here, because in theory, this is where you should have your catalytic converters. And in a state where that is required by law, that's where you'd have to put them. If you are in a state where you don't have to do it, or if your car is for off-road use only, you just simply need to get some exhaust pipe. Clamps are included with the kit, so it all goes together really well. Moving backward, this is our X-pipe crossover that was part of that kit. Again, so the X-pipe, the collectors, and the headers, total cost on that kit was less than $300. And it's been on my car almost a year now, and it's performed flawlessly. But today, we're focusing on inexpensive exhaust systems, axle back mufflers, right? So you can see right here, T304 stainless bolted up over the axle. You can see the quality of the welds here and here, which are actually far better than what GM ever did. Moving backwards, you can see the relatively large mufflers. Now, we got some spotting on them from driving through the rain and stuff, but again, you've got those really nice welds. And moving back, you can see the tips are large. They're very attractive. And you've probably already heard, if Tony's setting up this video the way I think he's going to, you've already heard what these sound like. I would place this system in sound somewhere between the Borla Touring and the Borla S-Type. The next thing we're going to do is I have another exhaust that is more like the ATAC, the really sporty exhaust from Borla with the small cylinder mufflers rather than these giant cans. So we're going to put that on the car, and we're going to do the same test that we did with this muffler, and we're going to report back to you on it. But this gives you an idea of what you can get. I mean, this was from Amazon. This was $276 for this rear exhaust system, and that did, you know, it was free shipping, and it's really, really good. I was kind of shocked. Fitment was good. Everything worked the way it was supposed to. I'm going to be interested to see if that's consistent with the next version we put on the car. But as I've said previously in the video, when a Borla or Corsa system costs roughly 10% of what your C5 is worth, going with an option like this, really not a bad idea from what I've seen so far. I can't wait to get the next system on. We'll be back soon with another report. And as good as this system was, and especially the value per dollar, I was hesitant to change it out again, but I still wanted more volume. I wanted my Corvette to sound like a sports car. And I don't want it to be obnoxious for myself or for my neighbors, but at the same time, I still want to feel that, you know what I mean? So I went back in and I found another stainless catback over axle exhaust that had much smaller mufflers on it. This is what I would call the sport exhaust on Amazon. And it was $297. And the boys changed it out for me, put it on the car, got it all adjusted and heat cycled. And it is exactly what I wanted as far as sound goes. It's got, when you start the car up, especially co-start, it's got a low bassy rumble. When you get on it above 3,500, $4,000 on the tack, it really sounds like a race car. Not obnoxious, but you can definitely hear it. There is some thrum inside the car, but that's kind of to be expected, especially on a Z06, which has virtually no sound deadening whatsoever. But overall, it is very racy without being obnoxious. I would say this is most comparable to the Borla A-Tech, which is kind of their track-focused exhaust. It's their loudest exhaust. You'll also notice in the pictures that the mufflers are basically small canistered rather than giant rectangular cans. It's part of what allows the flow to come through a little bit better. On this particular set, I am not terribly happy with the exhaust tips. They are, instead of being, you know, round performance tips, they look more like the ovals that were stock on the car. And one of those ovals is kind of off to the side a little bit. So a little production issue there at the factory, but it's not going to be a big deal. My next quest is going to be, okay, what tips do I want to put on this system that suit me and the car better than these kind of oval, almost stock looking ones? But again, for the money, we're talking less than $300 delivered to your door. I really can't argue with this system. I mean, if I was keeping those tips, I would send it back and have them send me another one, but I'm going to just cut the tips off and do something different, which we'll cover in a future video. But overall, I have finally found the exhaust coupled with these long tube headers that really speaks to me, and you can hear it here. Okay guys, back under the lift on my freakazoid tall chair so I can be under the car. Now we've just replaced the exhaust I showed you earlier with the other inexpensive exhaust from Amazon. You'll notice that the mufflers on this are much smaller. This is much more similar to the Borla A-Tech system. Again, welds look to be in excellent shape. Well done up here. Comes with the gaskets, the bolts, everything you need, and all of the clamps. The system appears to be really good. I will say that I am a bit disappointed in the tips. The tips are too small. They look too much like stock. And you'll notice this tip is pointed down a little bit and is kind of canted off to one side. That would not be acceptable to me. But thankfully, being an Amazon product, I can return it and get another one if I decide to keep this. So that is my review of the 3 inexpensive imported systems that I have found for the C5 Corvette. I am looking now, I'm doing research for a C6 to do a similar video to see if there's similar products out there that our good friends out there with C6s could take advantage of without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get the exhaust look and sound that they want. All of this stuff's available on Amazon. I've got links below where if you want to go through and click on our link, it gives us credit for sending you to Amazon. I'm not selling this stuff because I don't have the room to stock all these exhausts, but I can at least direct you where I bought it so you can have a good experience as well, plus the protection that Amazon gives you for returns and stuff. Anyway, that is my review of these systems. If you have other ideas of things you'd like me to review, or if you yourself have found things that work far better than other options at a reasonable price, put them in the comments below and I'll investigate that stuff as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next week.